I got new earbuds recently, and I'm hoping these work as microphones. If they don't, yeah, well, I guess that sucks. Um, this is when I'm gonna start reviewing the Maximals, the Rise of the Beasts Maximals. I have all four Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Maximals, and we're gonna go in chronological order. Unfortunately, I do not have the box for one of them. One of them I got before I started keeping boxes, so that's not here. But here we have Airazor in her box, which has all the standard stuff. Airazor, Studio Series number 97, Transformers, Rise of the Beasts up top. Got this, yeah, that, which is way different in color from how the actual figure looks. And get that side. So let's crack this thing open. Alright, so I do want to take a look at the backdrop. I can't say for Cheetor, but I think this is the backdrop that comes with all the Maximals except for Rhinox. So it's the jungle scene where the Autobots and humans meet Optimus Primal with Cheetor and Rhinox for the first time. Um, so let's put all this packaging stuff away and get to the actual figure. Alright, before I start this review, I want to apologize for the lack of a video last week. I'm trying to start a review schedule of one new review a week, and I had a review for the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime setup. However, when I realized while editing that video that you guys could see my face in the reflection of the box, and I prefer not to have that. So out of the box, Airazor's feet oddly are misconfigured. You want to point them so that that piece is facing that direction, and might as well spread out the wings, show the crazy wingspan. And there is Airazor's robot mode, which looks really nice. This takes the engineering from the Transformers Kingdom Airazor. However, it is not the same mold. They completely remolded everything. It just has the exact same engineering. So the head sculpt in particular looks really nice. A lot of intricate mechanical detail. If I can get my light arranged in such a way where you can actually see your face. A lot of nice mechanical detail in there. This light box thing is new, so I'm trying to mess with it a little. See if I can arrange my lights any. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the best way to arrange my lights. So, you see your face. This is inaccurate to the movie, and you'll see that more in the Beast mode, but it was accurate to concept art. The wingspan is crazy. Like, this is as tall as some leader class figures that I own. This is as long as some of the leader class figures I own are tall. So that is crazy. Arms look nice. Once again, bunch of mechanical detail, also a lot of organic feather detail, and that continues in the back. There's some hollowness with the knees, with the back of the shins, but whatever. Can't win everything. So let's go over accessories, which are very simple. These things. Focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. These two little pistols. These two little missiles, which peg into these ports on the side of her arms. And they really stay there the whole entire time. You do not need to remove them for transformation. So I just keep them on. And I think that helps fill out her arms a bit more. Now let us go over Airazor's articulation, because this is the only deluxe maximal out of the line, and it's pretty articulated. It's decently articulated. Head is on a ball joint, will look up and down, slightly tilt, barely at all, but it will rotate. The wings are on a hinge pin here, and then there are two pins here connected to this square piece, which allow the wings to completely fold up if you want to. There's a pin joint here, and then there is this. So you can really compress the wings if you want to. Shoulders can pull, technically a full 360. They're on ball joints. I don't recommend popping those off. It was a pain to put them back on. Bicep joint, 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, no wrist swivel, but you do get this. Here's your transformation. Technically there is a waist joint in there, but the bird beak kind of intersects into it. So if you want to unpeg that, the hips can kick forward, can kick back if you move this piece out of the way, can hinge out. There's some pretty tight pins. There's then a pretty tight thigh joint. Maximum bend at the knee. And then the feet can pivot forward due to transformation. They can pivot backwards because they're on a ball joint and can tilt and rotate. So articulation for Airazor is no slouch. I'd argue that it's actually really good. But it's time to maximize Airazor into her beast mode, which, like I said, isn't that accurate to the film, but you win some, you lose some, and even though it's not accurate, it's still a really good figure. First thing I like to do is bring this piece up and angle that piece out, which then allows you to unpeg that, and it is on a, it's on a double pin joint assembly, so you want to shift it up. It's kind of a pain to get it arranged correctly. Then you want to shift this all the way around. When you go back into robot mode, that's kind of a pain to get all arranged. And then you want to peg this tab into that slot on the back of the bird head. And then you want to rotate the waist, rotate the biceps, bring the hands in, and the hands will go into those hollow gaps there. So just slide that in, rotate the missile, and see that doesn't have to come off for transformation. If anything, it's easier if it doesn't come off during transformation. So then you want to rotate at the thigh, rotate at the foot, collapse this assembly into place. There's this hollow piece here, which this tab up here will slide into. Then you want to crunch the leg, bring that piece forward, and do the same thing on the other side. What bang! And then this piece pegs into a tab back there. So with all that said and done, let's pin the camera down for a bit of a better look. There is Airazor in her beast mode, which, like I said, is not accurate to the film. However, it is accurate to concept art, and we know that because a clip from the film leaked of this. It's a CG render of Airazor. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show it, but I can sure try. So, what now we can do? I'm going to go over beast mode articulation. So the head can do this, can look up and down. The beak, of course, can open, although it's kind of a pain to get to. There you go. So she can... So there, she can scream at you. The wings, same articulation. The legs, same articulation, except for no articulation up here. There's just knee, thigh, the foot, all that. So, what Now, let's get into some beast mode size Well, first of all, before I do the beast mode size comparisons, I'm going to get Airazor into a perching pose, because that is something that you can do with this figure. Make sure the legs are aligned just right. There's perching Airazor. And now I'm going to compare her to her maximal friends. So first up is Cheetor, who is going to be my next review. So taking a good look at these two, I think they look real nice together. I think the scale is good, as do I think the scale is good for Airazor and her other maximal friend, Rhinox. So I think Airazor and Rhinox work really well together. And as do I think Airazor and the leader of the Maximals, Optimus Primal. I think all four of the Maximals work really well together, but I'll make that comparison in my Optimus Primal review. I don't know how I just thought to lower the camera, but I did. So some final thoughts on the Rise of the Beast Studio Series Airazor. While not an accurate figure by any means, really, it is still a good figure, and if you have a Walmart near you, this thing will be there. Trust me. At least at all of the Walmarts that I've gone to, and yes, all of them, this thing terribly shelf forms. So if you want it, there is not high demand for it, trust me. At least at the Walmarts I go to. So that is all for this video. I will see you all event soon enough within the next week with a Cheetor review. Thank you. Bye-bye. I am filming the robot mode size comparisons after I finished recording the main video because I forgot. So the first size comparison is going to be Cheetor, and unfortunately we never saw Airazor transform in the Transformers movie. Never a Transformer not transforming in a Transformers movie. How sacrilegious. But I think that these two work well together, as do I think she and Rhinox work well. I really like Rhinox. His review is going to be me gushing because I really like this figure. But I also really like Monkey Optimus Primal. So those are the size comparisons. So now I'm going to transition to the transformation, which I have already recorded because I am recording this because I forgot to record the size comparisons.